Like one girl said before, not good, but it will be okay. How did she say that? Are you okay? She said, no, but I will be. Are you here, the one who said it? No?
Probably not.
Okay. There's only one more wire missing here, that I'll find it in a second. By the meantime, before we are beginning the musical journey with the unique instruments, what kind of wire do you need? I have it. Maybe. Actually, okay, I put it back to this. The one that goes from here. Yeah, okay, cool. Then we'll save us time from searching for mine. Thank you. Yep. My name is Tal. I'm from Israel. And my main hobby is actually, okay, I'll briefly tell you my life story in a few sentences. When I was a little child, the dream of my life was playing music. But in my community where I grew up, which is a small village, you might have heard that name, kibbutz. Anyone heard of that?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like a village in Israel where everybody lived together. For example, I didn't grow up with my parents. I grew up in a children's house with all the boys and girls who were born at the same year as I was. And only in the afternoon, between 4 to 8 p.m., we used to spend time with our parents, and all the rest of the time, we'll all be together. Imagine yourself, all of you, not only studying together, but actually living together. Living together. And you know what? Believe it or not, but till the age of 12, even showering together. Okay. It was normal for those days, you know. The Jewish people migrated from Europe, and they were used to being like lawyers, doctors, professors, and all of a sudden they are coming into this virgin land, and their only way to survive is to know how to work in the field, to grow their own crops, and in order to survive that, they had to gather together. And that's how we built the community. The reason I'm telling you about that is because as a child, I had a dream to play music, but the experts had discovered that I have no musical talent. So I was not even allowed to touch a musical instrument. But you know, when you really believe that you can do what you want to do, you find your ways to do it. If I was not allowed to touch a musical instrument, but still wanted to make music, this instrument, not as a tool, but as a musical instrument, comes from Russia of about 300 years ago. You're holding it like that, with a dangerous sharp part towards you. Oh, actually you don't. Don't do that at home, okay? Look what I do, but don't repeat that, please. You're using a violin bow, and then you are asking a nice and kind music teacher to come and join you on the keyboard, and then you play whatever you want. I'll quickly demonstrate how you actually do it. The more I bend the saw, the higher the pitch gets. Oh yeah, sure, we can do that. try. You know, maybe you can stay on the keyboard and we'll go straight on to the next instrument that can be nicely accompanied by keyboard. This time it will be, have you heard of the gospel song? Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. If you haven't heard of it, it's definitely worth knowing it. It's one of the gospel classics and definitely one of the most loved songs in the world in all times. And I am going to play that song on one of the most extraordinary instruments ever made on earth. At the year of 1919, exactly 100 years ago, a Jewish-Russian scientist has invented this. I know it does look like a communist spy instrument. Believe me, it's not. So, there it goes. These antennas are producing what you call electromagnetic field. And every living body, or everything that can have electricity transferred through it, including me. I tried it once, actually. Don't try that. So everything like that can actually cause this instrument to produce a sound. There it goes. Please believe me, that was not me. Okay. Now I'll try to behave myself now, okay. Professor Theremin wanted to actually prove or improve the radio machine, and mistakenly, without even meaning to, he made this first electric musical instrument in the world. This antenna, as I mentioned before, produces electromagnetic fields, and the closer you get to the antenna, the shorter the radio waves get, and then the higher the pitch gets. This antenna controls there, you can tell me, look what I do with my hand, and tell me what it is used for. Can you hear anything?
No.
Look at my hand. What does it control? You can just say it loud.
The volume.
Exactly. This is the volume antenna. Okay, Amazing Grace, and right after that I let you ask questions, but after this next piece, okay? You'll be the first. All right. now moving on to some other instruments, and I want to apologize. I'm going to do all the demonstration shorter than they usually are because unfortunately we don't have much time in your schedule. The next instrument is what you really call made in China. Yes. You know, so many things that are not Chinese are made in China, but this time this is 100% Chinese. Oh yeah, true question. Yes. What is your name first? Absolutely, yes. And in history, much more than nowadays. Yeah, absolutely. Even in Star Trek, I think they use these are the first ones. 3 questions, like this one, and 2 more, and then we continue because of the limited time. You and then you. Yes? Okay, that's a very good question. In my community, and it's okay, you can, I've seen you and you will be the next one. In my community, there was an old man who actually knew how to play the sword, and he came from India. He brought that idea from India, even though it is a Russian idea. And when, as a child, I was told that I'm not allowed to touch any musical instrument, that old man felt really sorry for me, and then he decided to teach me how to play the sword. Even though it was dangerous for kids, but he made sure I do it very carefully, and that's how I came out with it. And you're always saying yes. Okay, cool. So anyone else want one more question? And then we'll continue. Yes. What's your name? Renaya. And I didn't ask for your name before.
What's your name? Barry.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yes. What is your question?
So, where did you get that from?
eBay. You can get everything on eBay. Almost everything. I will let you. I will give you time for more questions at the end, in case we'll have time. Okay? Because I really prefer you to get exposed to more musical, extraordinary instruments. Made in China, as I mentioned, and this instrument specializes in getting the kids to fall asleep. When you play this, the kids are actually falling asleep. There it goes. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I forgot it on a position of wake-up mode. This is on wake-up mode. Okay, wait. Here, I'm gonna fix it. Okay, there it goes. I'm gonna sing for you in a Chinese style to play for you a traditional Israeli children's song. Dedicated to Andrea because she really likes the sound of this instrument when it's not on wake-up mode. I know you want to ask more questions, and I promise that maybe you will have time. I can't promise you will have, I can't promise you will not have, but I can definitely promise that maybe you will have. Okay? Philippines. Have you heard of such a place called the Philippines? I went to the Philippines and I found this real unique instrument. The tail, they believe, one of the small tribes up north in the highlands
they believe that the kalaleng is played for the god of the rain. The name of that tribe actually is Kalinga. Can you say Kalinga Kalaleng? Or Kalaleng Kalinga? Good. Can you say ako lang magapang mahalay Kalinga kakong tamang ako? That means hi. Okay. No, I'm joking. Alright. They believe that the god of the rain hears the sound, the mellow and very, very gentle, soft sound of the kalaleng. And the god of the rain itself actually cries from excitement. And when the god of the rain cries, those tears are actually turned out to be the rain itself. So they play for him or for her whenever they want more rain for the rice to grow. There's only one little problem with this instrument. Or maybe it's not a problem. You cannot use your mouth when you play, because your mouth produces improper words sometimes. So it's not a holy part of your body. You have to use only an innocent part of your body. I know you so much want to ask questions, so I'll give you now time for 2 questions. Who was the first one there to raise his finger? I think you asked already, so let's let someone who didn't ask it. You. What's your name?
Campbell.
Karen, yeah.
In the movies, like some movies, the start, like that Chinese instrument, the start of some movies are like how that instrument sounds like the one.
You know, Hollywood uses many sound effects that are played by traditional instruments. Unfortunately, the synthesizer took the place of many real, actual, physical instruments, but definitely the hulusi, the Chinese instrument, is one of the sounds you may hear here and there in movies. Yes?
Why do you play it with your nose?
You remember the reason you play this flute using the nose and not the mouth? What is basically the reason? Yes?
Because it's innocent.
Exactly. It's an innocent, and people tell me, yeah, but sometimes dirty things come out of the nose too. And then I reply, at least they don't have any evil meaning, you know? So they believe that the nose is a pure part of the body and the mouth is an unpure part of the body. Well, each one of us, even the most righteous ones, sometimes we can say improper things. So that's the reason. If we have time later, I'll give you more time for questions. Have you heard of a place called Malaysia?
Yes. Malaysia.
Many years ago in Malaysia, one of the tribes, I don't remember its name, but somewhere in Malaysia, the men used to play this for the women.
Oh, I get it. I know.
Jew's harp. There are many versions in the world of this instrument. They are all called Jew's harp. But this is a very unique type of Jew's harp. It used to help men choose the most beautiful women to marry. The only thing is that the men did not choose the women. The women were the rulers, and they were those who chose the men. A woman, one of them could marry 3 men, believe it or not. She could buy the man. But the man would play this and would practice all their life to play it as impressive as possible. And the more beautiful the man played it, the more beautiful was his wife. And the more heavy in weight was his wife, the more beautiful she was. That's how it goes. So if you want to be really beautiful, you have to eat a lot. In their terms. Do you find that sound extremely romantic, by the way? Neither do I. But it only produces one sound, and not a very special one. That's why this instrument must be attached to your mouth. And your mouth is actually utilized as a resonance box. And when you move your lips and you change the space in your mouth, listen what happens then. Where is it? Should be here. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. All of you have heard bagpipes before? So I think we'll skip that one for now and we'll move on for something else. Only boys, raise your hands. Okay, only girls, raise your hands. That's good, it's approximately 50-50. Excellent. It fits our game. Okay, our game has points. There are boys in front of girls or girls in front of boys. And it doesn't matter. I mean, the points really are the last important thing about this game. The important thing is actually to be exposed to music, songs, and languages from around the world. I'm going to sing for you in different languages. And I'll kindly ask you to try to recognize, or if you do not recognize, then guess which language am I singing. And the game is not going to be too long because I don't know how to sing in more than 50 languages.
What?
Really, I really do not know how to sing in more than 50. Honestly. Okay, are you ready, boys?
Yes.
So, girls, it's your turn. Do you know Nelson? There's someone with that. I love the Simpsons, sorry. I'm addicted. Come on, the roads are for the living. All right. Girls, which language is that? And of course, only pointing fingers, you know? Shall I make it difficult or easy? بحلي بار ملطاهي تنام برهاق لا قطعي ديرة في عارض قطعي أصاحي يحر لطاهي نمستي دل تباركي دل ديوانكي دل تباركي دل ديوانكي. Girls now. Yes? Hindi, good. Woo. 1 point for the girls. Okay, that was from India. Now, boys, it's your turn. Which language is this? 因为我爱你有多深，我爱你有几分，我的情也真，我的爱也真，也两代表我的心，你好吗？谢谢。Okay, boys, which language? Let's see who is pointing the finger. Who can recognize the language? Maybe you? Good! Chinese. Okay, girls, it's your turn. Which language is this? It's going to be really easy now. Can you do? Roll your tongue like si te digo lo que pudiste, con el rato con el pobre corazón, porque el fuego en tus lindos ojos negros alumbraron el camino de otro amor. Yes, señora. Spanish, good. 2 points. Boys, shame on you boys. You only have 1 point and the girls have 2. I know, I'm just teasing you. Okay, boys, it's your turn. It's your turn. Which language is that, boys? Listen to that.
Очі чорне, очі страстне, очі жгучі і прекрасне. I speak English in this accent because I am from... говорить по-русски, да. Yes. Как люблю я вас, как боюсь я вас, надо виноват, я помню добрый час. Игда, пожалуйста, что ты хочешь?
Not Italian. Girls, it's your turn. Girls. You. Russian, good. Woo. 3 points for the girls, 1 point for the boys. Okay, boys, I'm gonna make it easy on you now. Which language is this? It's gonna be easy, but not easy. I'm going to tell you the answer, boys. The language is English. But the question is not which language is it, which English is it? From which country? That's for you, boys. Listen. Tell me if you understand the lyrics. Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong under the shade of the Coolibah tree, and the sun as he watched and waited till his belly boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Hey, waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. When the sun as he watched and waited till his belly boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Someone of the boys who wants to tell? It is okay to be wrong. Don't worry. As I told you, it's not important to win. But shame on you, boys. I'm joking. Yes.
Is it from England?
No. Girls, where is that song from? Yes. It's an English-speaking country. Is it what?
Swedish.
No, it is English, but the question is, it's still the girl's turn. What you need to say is which language of the English-speaking countries, which country the song is coming from. After, if you don't get the right answer, girls, I'm going to give a little clue for the boys. Yes. Ireland? No. But that country has many Irish citizens. Actually, its original citizens were, after the local tribes, the original invaders were the Irish. And the country is just about the size of the United States. Boys, it's your turn. Which country? Speaks English, they are the size of the United States, and they are not Canada. Boys, it's the boy's turn. Yes, young boy? You are the girl, sorry. Yes? Somewhere is right! It is somewhere, but what is the name of that somewhere? Wait, before you say the answer, I can give you another clue. It has a very unique animal that instead of walking is actually jumping. Woohoo! 3 points for the girls, 2 points for the boys. I guess my time is more almost finished, isn't it? 10 minutes. 5. Okay, 5. 9. Ooh, 9 minutes? We can let the boys even win. Okay. Hey girls, it's your turn. Which language is this? It's the girls' turn. Jumbo, Jumbo Wana, habari gani, muzuri sana, wageni, makaribishwa, Kenya yetu, hakuna matata.
Maria Kupendeza Hakuna Matata.
Isn't it Africa?
Yes, we're in Africa.
Nice.
You know what? I will let you girls guess. I'll give you 3 possibilities. First one is South Africa. Second one is Kenya. And third one will be Nigeria. Good. 4 points for the girls, 2 points for the boys. Boys, it's your turn. Which language is this? You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray.
I wonder what languages could possibly be.
I just want the boys to have 1 more point.
What did it hurt?
Woohoo! Okay. 3 points for the boys. Okay, girls, it's your turn. Which language is this? Oh, bella ciao, 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 partigiano, portami via, che mi sento di morir. Please don't say the correct answer. I want the boys to have 1 more point. Girls, who is most likely to say the non-correct answer? Okay, you. What is the answer? 5 points for the girls. 3 points for the boys. Guys, it is your turn. Okay, if the boys say the correct answer, they will get 3 points. Is that okay with you? No, I was talking about 3 points minus. Alright, guys. Which language is this? It's humo kokoro, odoru yume omitari. Hanashimi wa katsohe kile na nikereto. Sono mukote, ito anata ni aelu. I'll give you a clue. They produce some of the best animation movies in the world. Yes. Good! 4-5. You know what? One more song to try and make it equal. Girls, it's your turn. Which language is this? Não posso ficar mais subito com você. Sinto muito amor, mas não pode ser. Modo que já sabe não. Fio saber desse tempo. You recognize? Sai agora, funciones. Sou a melhor de mandar. E além disso, em outras coisas. I na mai na doki quanto na usceva figlio unico e io mi na plaza da odia non posso ficar. Yes. How did you know that? You're amazing. Come on. 6 points? 6 for the girls and 4 for the boys. 6 girls, 4 boys. Okay, one last song. And boys, if you do recognize that song, you get 2 points. Wait, girls, if they do not recognize that song and you do, girls, you get 5 points. Okay? Boys, which language is this?
Okay.
Me porte, donc tout je t'ai gardé, comme une perle rare. Me porte, c'est toi qui m'as dit, alors
Elisa, parlez-vous français? Oui. Merci. Au revoir. Tickle. 6 points, 6 points. Thank you. And for the last 2 minutes that we have here, I will kindly request you seem like a very responsible leader.
No, she's not.
You shall decide who to give it to. Each one play your instrument during the next part for no more than 20 seconds and then hand it over to another one, to another girl or boy. Tell me, do you by any chance happen to have neighbors near you where you live? Yes, neighbors? Do you want them to move away? Because if you do what I did. If you do what I did, your neighbors will run away. You will stay on your own in the old neighborhood. Oh yeah! Thầy lý cái hải rủ chú cà rủ lọc. Would you like one more Amazing Grace, but this time in A major? The other kids in the school, so I'm finishing this up. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure performing for you. And thank you, dear teacher, for your compliments. Thank you, Andrea, and thank you, the Jewish Federation, for giving me the opportunity to perform for you. Thanks a lot.